Five-star offensive guard Jamaree Salyer and his Pace Knights are set for their second game of the year.
A big second-half comeback fell short in the opener. Game time is at hand. This is the time when a team finds out how well it prepared for this week's challenge. That includes his regular work, but also some one-on-one time with the man he calls Coach Kev. He's the student. Kevin Johnson, his demanding position coach, is the teacher.
But Coach Kev wants you, if you're gonna do it wrong, you at least need to do it faster wrong. And he's loud, he's aggressive, he wants everything you got. You come off practice some days, I'm crawling out of practice some days because I'm cramping because I done gave everything I had in Indy, team period, it's tempo, we just rolling. And that's what he expects from us. He expects 100% from us every day.
He should never lose a rep, right, ever, to nobody. I don't care who it is. But when you lose a rep, now we got to figure out how he lost that rep. And so that's what we did. When he got back from Oregon, I got back from my vacation, went inside the lab, turned it on. This is how he lost the rep.
Welcome to their lab. The focus for today is the work that Jamaree did at the opening. That's that elite prospect showcase at Nike.
They're playing dumb, right? Why are they playing dumb? I got a kid that's 330 pounds. He's 6'4". I've seen him bench 4 or 5 on all the videos. I'm not going to man on his chest. This is clip 90-48. So that means you got better as time went on, okay?
Yes, sir.
And that's when you want your hands to be here, good footwork. And say, here's the things. Guys look at you, automatically gonna say, oh, I can beat him, I can go around him, right? Ain't happening. See, this is good right here. That's good, right?
Yes, sir.
See your hands? See how tight it is?
Yes, sir.
No waste of movement, right? Only thing I'm gonna say about this, you lunge.
Right.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
Right? That. You was in line with everything. I would like for you to finish that. Right?
Yes, sir.
You see that? Right here, you supposed to do what? Tell me what move we always talk about. What you should have done. No. Snatch.
Snatched him, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why you should have snatched him? Look where his body weight is. He's about 275, right? Make him eat grass. Make him eat grass. I told him before he left, only way you're gonna lose a rep if they use one move on you. And that's the move they used. They stabbed, ripped, and moved. And now he understands that. Because understand this, you're not going down no kid that's 340 pounds, not straight down his chest, right? He's quick enough, you can't get around him. So you gotta learn how to set a person like that up. And that's what the kid did. He set him up and got him good, and he lost a rep. He lost 2 reps out of 13. I'm good with that, but I want him to understand that can't do that.
10 Knights from their own 20.
Salyer is entering the final phase of his program at Pace. He's on level 4.
Those levels allowed Georgia freshman Andrew Thomas to come right in and start immediately. But it wasn't always this way.
I mean, when Jamaree first got here, he was a big kid, big, strong kid, just didn't know a lot, didn't have a lot of, good technique. But every single day, Coach Johnson will work with him, before practice, after practice. He really pushes them. I'm very fortunate to have him on my staff. But Jamaree can be coached hard. I mean, you can really coach Jamaree hard, and he doesn't blink. He rises to the occasion every day in practice. If you beat him, now you're gonna have to go against him the very next play. He's not gonna walk off this field with a loss in one-on-ones.
We gotta fight back. Can't keep going down 21-zip before we decide you want to respond. We gotta fight back.
Jamaree was no overnight sensation.
He's the nation's top offensive line prospect this year. But he had his own learning curve. It was a frustrating first year. That spilled over into the first game of his high school career.
I was pissed off because I played with some guys that made me so much better that the world may not even ever get to know. Guys that the world should know, and that those guys used to kill me every day in practice. Same move every single time, and I'm like, Coach, I try to do it exactly how you told me how to do it, but it's not working. He said, stick to it, big dog. And they put us in these sheds, and I was just mad. I was mad about that, and so we came out. It was like the third play of the game, and I just cracked some dude, and I hit him, and he grabbed my face mask so I can go down with him, and I just started throwing punches at him because I was just mad. I was just mad that they put us in sheds. I was mad from practice that week. Coach was cussing me out because I couldn't get the technique right. I was just hungry, and I still got that with me today. I take that with me everywhere I go.
Try to rein that in a little bit.
When I came out that series, Coach handed me the mic. He handed me a headset because Coach Johnson's not on the field; he's in the booth. He handed me the headset. He's like, I love your physicality, but try to keep it under control. Coaches are gonna come to see you real soon. So they don't want to see you being a hothead, but they love the aggressiveness. So just try to moderate it, and that's what I try to do now.
It took us a season and a half to him knowing how to step with the right or step with the left. And it seems like simple, but he didn't really understand that zone step, power, how to come off, how to use his hands and his hips, things of that nature. So it took him a little bit to grasp that. But what we did was we filmed practice every single day. And so he and I, with other offensive linemen, we'll go in there and just watch steps. We don't even watch the plays, right? Because the steps is more important than the play. Because the steps is the first thing that happens before the play happens. So we just rewind. See, this is what you did wrong. This is what you did wrong. And one day, it just clicked. And he said, Coach, I got it. So they watched film on their own, and he called me. He said, Coach, have you watched the practice film yet? I said, nah, not yet. He said, I got it. I said, you got what? Got the steps. I ain't made not one mistake. I said, okay, I'm gonna check it. If you made a mistake, you're gonna run. But from that point on, it was just like flawless.
It felt good, but at the same time, I knew I had a lot left to learn. So I wouldn't necessarily call it turning the corner, but more so moving ahead in the race. Let's call it that.
Nobody can get up to the linebackers. The linebackers are making all the plays.
Yeah, the inside linebackers.
They just shooting gaps.
Like,
they just shooting gaps.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there's 3 linemen on the left side, so they just shooting gaps. Nobody's touching the linebacker. So nothing. We keep running at it. They're gonna stop it.
Jamaree had those steps down, but he continued to want to learn more. Coach Kev said he continued to expand his mind. Salyer was the sponge. He wanted more and more knowledge.
Here's the thing about Jamaree. Jamaree gonna do everything you ask him to do, right? And I try to find something that he does wrong. Not just him, but all players. And so he didn't step the right way. And we in the room full of all the kids and guys, and man, I'm just laying on him. I'm just letting him have it. He turns, look at me. He was like, "Okay, Coach, I got it." And so, nothing. So he just kind of going through the things, going through the film. I took he and Andrew down to Florida State. Coach Trickett, O-line coach there. He's giving it to him. You son of a... Coach Jamaree looks at him and said, Coach, are you serious? That's all you got? You see that big guy over there? You don't scare me, Coach. And so, after the workout, Coach Trickett said, hey, Coach, hey, what are you doing over there? I said, what do you mean? He said, man, those guys didn't flinch at all. He said, Jamaree told me I better step up and get bigger. So I thought that was awesome.
I was laughing at him. He tried to yell at me, and I started laughing at him. I started chuckling at him. Me and Drew looking at each other laughing like, this dude think he go rattle me, like, come on, you know who my coach is? And when I started laughing at him, he's like, you think this is funny, blah, blah. I'm like, Coach, it's just, I understand I'm listening to what you're saying teaching-wise, but you can't rattle me because I done been through this. Like, there's nothing you can really say to me that's going to throw me off.
That was Florida State line coach Rick Trickett. Rick Trickett was happy to see some rare old-school toughness instilled into a modern five-star prospect.
He's like, I really appreciate that because I get a lot of soft guys that come into my school actually to play for me. I get a lot of soft guys. So it's really just, he said it's really a pleasure to see that this guy's still out here being coached hard. That the way that he was coached back in the 20s or whatever, the way that he was coached, he said he appreciates that. And I appreciate Coach for that.
Fast forward to 2017, his work in that lab has clearly paid off.
He's the highest rated interior offensive line prospect in 22 years. Clemson and Georgia are the teams to beat for his college decision. He owes a great deal of thanks to Coach Kev for all of that.
And I couldn't have asked for a better coach. Guys are looking at me like, dang, I go to IMG, I go to blah, blah, blah. Your coach way better than mine. Let me come work out. I mean, hey, man, you didn't get this opportunity. I did. So I'm lucky to be where I'm at.
Get down! Get down! That's okay! I'll take that!
There's a method to Johnson's explosive teaching style.
I say he's about 2/3 technique, method. He's got a method to his madness. But that other 1/3, it depends. It depends on the day. Monday, okay, we're gonna talk this thing through. We're gonna get it. Everybody gonna understand what they're doing. Tuesday, you don't know what you're gonna get. He could be in a good mood. He could be in a bad mood. Wednesday, everybody finna die. Everybody go die on Wednesday. Thursday, all right, we made it. We made it to walkthrough, so that's good. Friday, it's time to go play for him.
Wherever Jamaree goes in this game, a big push, or maybe we might even call it a swift kick in the rear, came from Coach Kev.
But Coach Kev, he just gave me that technique that you can't find many places. I mean, he obviously he takes his own job here at Page seriously, but he takes what he gives into us seriously. I mean, as not only as a coach, but as being a role model for us. And I mean, I appreciate that. I can't even put into words. So I think what Coach is trying to do is break me down before he could build me up, and that's the best thing that he could have ever done for me, especially technique-wise. I mean, like I said, I had the motor, but I couldn't understand what he was saying at the time and how much it would affect my future. And it's just crazy to think about how far I've come, all the workouts we've done, and it's weird now. It's crazy.